Hey, guest room listeners, it's Mike here. Just wanted to give you a quick heads up that the episode you're about to listen to is not one of our normal guest room episodes. This is actually a collaboration between the guys from the Guest Room podcast and the guys from the It's Just Money podcast, a finance podcast that I'm part of, as well as James Norris, a financial advisor. So we're going to be doing a stock draft for charity. If you're not used to listening to podcasts about finance, then feel free to go look up the It's Just Money podcast wherever you listen to the Guest Room. But don't worry, there will be all the same shenanigans, jokes, and ragging on each other that you're used to in the Guest Room podcast. So we hope you enjoy. Hello and hey indeed, and welcome to a very special podcast collaboration episode. I'm your host, Mike. And this is the It's Just Money podcast, in conjunction with the guys from the Guest Room podcast, of which I'm also your host. I'm joined by James Norris, Senior Wealth Advisor at Argosy Financial. And James, how are you doing today?
I'm stellar. I'm so excited to be here in the Guest Room. And I got to say, the digs you guys have.
Yeah?
If people want to know what this room is like, they need to hop on your Patreon and make it happen.
Wow.
It's special.
You've been with us for
24 minutes.
24 minutes, and you're already doing our marketing for us. I appreciate that. I'm also joined by Kevin.
Howdy.
Andy.
Hey there.
And KD.
What's up?
And special play-by-play / commentary analyst, Matt Kuiper Jr. Matt, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mike.
Thank you so much, Matt. I'm looking forward to the analysis that we're going to get from you on this podcast. Now, James, this little collaboration was your brainchild, so I'm going to let you explain exactly what it is we're doing here and why listeners are hearing kind of two podcasts collide in their ears right now.
So brainchild makes it sound way more involved than what this really is going to be. But I wanted to do a fun thing to end the year. Wanted to do a stock draft. And wanted to integrate with you guys. Listen to the Guest Room. It's super fun. It just makes me feel dumb because I don't know any of the categories that you guys talk about. But I'm learning something, so that's good. I thought it would be a fun way to get us together to do it. And, we'll make it fun. We'll give a little bit of money to charity. Be a good thing. So what are we doing?
Yeah, so today we are going to be conducting the first quarterly Argosy Financial / Guest Room stock draft featuring the hosts that we've already introduced.
So did you just solidify that every guest host of every stock draft from now on will be the Guest Room?
Yep.
Nice. I like it.
There you go. So the way this is going to work, we're going to have a 6-round draft. Hosts will be picking from any stock that you can buy on an American exchange. Now, that could include foreign companies, but as long as you can buy them on an American exchange. They cannot draft a stock that is under $5. They cannot draft a leveraged stock. Any other rules I'm missing?
American exchange, no ETFs, no funds. Just good old stocks.
Good old-fashioned stocks. Now,
I'm just going to hope that all of my choices comport with those parameters.
if there are any,
there should be lots of comporting
that go against the rules, we will throw those out and allow you to make another selection.
Are we checking in real time here?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just have a Rolodex in your mind of all what the stocks are and what their values are?
I would be surprised if you have one I don't know about, but that would be cool.
Okay.
Now, the goal is to, when we're checking at the end of quarter one, to see who has increased by the greatest percentage from the beginning of quarter one to the end of quarter one. And just as a side note, each of these stocks will be weighted equally in each of our portfolios. So,
can it also be who loses the least amount?
Well, that would be
good point.
Whoever has the biggest basket at the end of quarter one, whether that's down or up.
That's right. So, if say you have a $10 stock and a $2,000 stock, it doesn't matter what the cost of those are. We're just looking at the percentage increase, or as Andy pointed out, maybe the the least amount of decrease.
Let's do it.
And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Matt Kuiper, what is our draft order today?
Well, we've got Kevin in the 5th pick, KD's in the 4th pick, James has the 3rd pick, Mike has the 2nd pick, and after a truly dreadful season, Andy has secured the 1st pick.
Always.
Thank you, Matt.
Oh boy.
All right, so Andy, you are on the clock.
Okay. Well,
I don't like my order.
my first pick is going to be Coinbase.
Ooh.
Wow, right off the bat.
Okay.
Do you have any reasons for that pick? I mean, that number one overall, I feel like you should have to justify your pick.
I just feel like NFTs are a hot topic right now, and so is crypto. So it's going to be good going into the first quarter of 2022.
So I had Coinbase a 3rd round on my latest draft board. There's a lot of red flags there. There's some character issues. Down 23% over the next year. This is really a questionable pick for a team with a lot of needs.
Ouch.
So good. We're not. Man, can't expect you to do that after every pick. That's good. Anybody else have this one on their board? I did.
I had Coinbase on my board.
Yeah, I
Yes.
had it pretty high. I didn't.
Nope.
Did not. Well, you have a. Many people don't know, but Kevin has a list of great shorts on his pick list. So
Yeah.
GME to the moon.
well done. Okay.
Cargo shorts are the underrated one.
So we should say who we're playing for your first pick.
Oh, good.
Andy.
Good point. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Andy, what's your charity?
So the charity that I'm going to nominate is Kitchen on the Street.
What does Kitchen on the Street do?
It aims to end childhood hunger in the local Phoenix area.
Oh man, now we're gonna feel bad if we don't donate to them.
You can also donate to them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and that's the great thing about all these listeners. I mean, if they've never heard of some of these charities, then we can bring awareness to those. And if somebody's looking for an organization to donate to, pick one of the ones that didn't win. All right, so it looks like I'm on the board next, and man, I'm going straight to obscurity zone. At least for me, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but I'm picking it with the 2nd overall pick.
What?
Yeah, I think it's called. Well, I don't know. Jabil, Jabil, Jabil.
What's the ticker symbol? Is that the ticker symbol? Look at that. I said I would be shocked. And
the second pick.
Second pick.
The ticker symbol is JBL. This is one that's been really shooting up the draft boards lately. I had them at the end of the 1st round. But, they're from a small school, a little underrated, but this stock passes the eye test just in the last year, up 69%.
Oh,
Do you know anything about them, Mike?
yeah, basically everything Matthew just said. Plus, it's a manufacturing solutions provider with over 260,000 employees across 100 locations in 30 countries.
I feel like the bar is being set very high right now for content accompanying a pick, and I just want to
You want to pre-lower that bar?
promise it in advance that there will be no content accompanying my
I
picks.
think it'll go down as the picks go.
That's fine.
All right, and I am competing today for Children's Hunger Fund. Sounds like it's not dissimilar from Andy's charity, but this is one that I have actually volunteered for a couple of times when I was back in college, and I know one of the employees at Children's Hunger Fund, based out in California. They're a Christian nonprofit organization that resources and empowers local churches in the United States and around the world to meet the needs of their impoverished community members. And one of the main things they do is deliver food packs. So that's my charity.
Nice. Okay.
All right, James, you are up with pick number 3.
I am on the board. I hate being right in the middle. That's kind of lame. But all right. So first of all, I'm playing for Ministry Essentials, specifically the fund of Jeff and Karen Mary. Good friends for a long time. They serve over in Budapest, or as they say, Budapest. And nice. they serve missionaries from all over the world that come in need. She's a specific counselor, and so they do a lot of soul care and a lot of training and counseling to keep missionaries on the field. So been supporters of theirs for a long time. So that's who I'm playing for. With my first pick in this draft, man, I have 4 listed as possible first rounders, but I gotta go with NVIDIA. NVDA, my favorite chip maker, and
I don't think you're allowed to have a favorite chip maker.
I think Lay's is my favorite chip maker.
Really? Better than Poor Brothers?
wait, you like Poor Brothers better than Lay's?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you not?
I don't. That's why I asked like
Wow.
that. Wow.
That's why I was indignant.
But there's my pick.
Well, NVIDIA is a real physical freak, freak of nature. They really play to the whistle. They get after it on every play. You've got to love the pick. Up, quite a bit over the past 1 year. We've got 128% gain and, just killed it at the combine.
The draft, yeah, the stock combine. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine an Olympiad of CEOs?
Oh, man. That'd be great. I'd watch it.
I would too.
All right, KD, you are on the clock with pick number 4.
All right, the team I will be playing for is also Phoenix-based and also children-based. I will be playing for Phoenix Children's. And with my first pick, number 4 overall, I will be going super standard, picking that left tackle that we all you need to pick, Microsoft.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, my thought there. B2B sales and most likely to take over the world. Yeah.
Did you happen to get some of that B2B analysis from a previous episode of This or That?
You mean a segment of This or That?
That's what I meant.
Yes, my bias was confirmed at that point.
Nice.
Microsoft's a great plug-and-play player. They can just step in and play on day one.
Thanks, Matt. Now, Kevin, over to you with pick number 5, rounding out the first round of the stock draft.
I am playing for the Alliance Defending Freedom. Of course, leave it to the lawyer to play for for them. But they're supporting families and school choice, religious freedom, et cetera, throughout the United States and the world. So, been a fan of theirs for a long time. And with the 5th pick in the first quarter 2022, it's just money draft or whatever we're calling this. I select Little Fuse.
Ooh,
Little Fuse.
they were on my list.
Do they make little fuses?
It's LITTELFUSE.
But yes, they do.
This is a bit of a reach, but this is a real blue-collar stock. Really brings a lunch pail and hard hat to work every day. Over the past year, up 24%, but there's room for more there.
Thank you, Matthew. Now, what I did not mention at the top of this draft, it is a snake draft, meaning that
It's fair.
That's right. The 5th pick will also make the 6th pick, and Andy will not make his next pick until overall pick number 10.
It's totally rigged.
So, Kevin, why don't you go ahead and give us your 6th pick as well?
My 6th pick, or my 2nd pick, 6th overall pick is Accenture.
And why? What? Can you give us some commentary?
Looked good.
Solid.
I typed in top stocks for 2022 and it came up.
Yeah, between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. today, that was definitely one of the things that was suggested to me by various articles written in the last 4 months.
We apologize to Alliance Defense Fund.
Accenture is a real space eater. That's a big body there in the middle. Over the past year, up 61%. You got to love that. I love what this company's putting on tape.
I like where this is going.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Kevin. KD, over to you.
All right, with my second pick, I'm going to be going, again, tried and true. Let's go with Starbucks. I've got this interesting theory that probably has no actual basis in reality. But, with inflation, Starbucks raises their prices, and no price of anything has ever gone down. So, as things adjust, those prices will stay high.
No price of anything has ever gone down.
Yes.
Now I'm trying to think of exceptions to that rule. There might not be any.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Salad and Go.
Who
They
eats
lowered
there?
their prices.
they lowered their prices.
Oh,
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. That's their whole goal is to like.
No, their
make
prices
it-
their prices are lower than other people's, but they never lowered their prices.
Yes, they did.
No way. I wish I could
You're
invest
wrong.
in Salad and Go. I'd be all over it. Salad and Go is awesome.
Starbucks is a good locker room stock. You know, they had a really strong freshman, sophomore year, up 109% over the past 5 years. Struggled a bit senior year with injury issues, only up 10% in the past year.
All right, James, what's the 8th overall pick?
All right, so I've got a few that I don't think are going to be on people's lists, so I'm going to save those to the end, and hopefully I don't get surprised. I am surprised this one hasn't come off the board yet, so I feel like I'm getting value here in the second round. I'm going with Amazon, poised
Okay.
for a big move.
Move in which direction?
We shall see.
What's their next step? Sell everything more?
Well, did you see the recent picture of Jeff Bezos? Looks like the next step is like human growth hormone.
That's true. He's just going to jump to the moon
Yeah.
instead of use his rocket ship.
This is a great pick. James going for the best stock available rather than the stock that meets his needs. Amazon's a real heat-seeking missile. He doesn't have to mortgage the future for this pick right here.
All right. With the
Oh, there's been a
ninth,
trade?
Whoa. Yeah, what is that? Or is that your theme song?
isn't that just the pick music?
Yeah, I think that's the pick music. You got it right, Mike.
But you only did it for you.
Yeah, you guys can do it for yourselves if
You
you,
want a drum roll too?
With the 9th overall pick, it's going to be Shopify. Could have gone with some other options, and I went with Shopify.
You could have to do the analysis problem every pick in every draft.
There was options.
Trevor Lawrence. Could have gone with Trey Lance, but I went with Trevor Lawrence.
Shopify's a generational talent. They're up 3,147% in the past 5 years. This stock is going places.
Or has went.
Oh man, I want it to go places. That thing has been stuck. It needs to go.
Yeah, right?
It does.
I own it for real, and it's kind of annoying.
Andy's got the wraparound picks with 10 and 11. Andy, what you got?
Can I know what's on Matt's big board?
No.
No.
It's proprietary information.
All right.
You have to subscribe to
for my
ESPN
first,
Plus
or I
for
guess
that
my second pick,
That's right.
I will go ChargePoint.
Can you do something that doesn't start with a C, Andy?
Yes.
Or have something to do with money.
Do I need analysis on that or what?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, I was asking Matt.
Oh, well, I mean, you could give your own thoughts too.
No.
There's some question marks around ChargePoint. They're down 56% in the past year. Definitely some off-the-field character issues there that we won't mention on the broadcast.
Oh boy. Next pick's going to be Rivian.
I see a trend that you have going on here, Andy.
Do you?
Is that
Yeah.
that new car manufacturer?
Yeah, you know the
No,
one that
truck
hasn't
manufacturer.
hasn't made any money yet. They have
I
zero
saw a
revenue?
truck on the road the other day, and I was like, Anna, what is that? She's like, I don't know. I looked it up while I was driving 80 miles an hour, and it's a new American vehicle manufacturer.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
I
actually
know
making
this.
cars as opposed
Can
to
I buy
other.
a short on Kev's
Manufacturer.
driving safety?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you also should be listening to the It's Just Money podcast because we talked about Rivian along with another company that owns 12% of its shares.
Ooh.
But we won't say who it is in case
you got that one.
who knows? But Andy, you've got the future of energy happening on your board, huh?
Trying.
Rivian has amazing straight line speed, really a wow get off. Over the past year, they're up almost 200,000%. That's something that you just love to see, but whether that's a combine mirage or not remains to be seen.
I'm waiting for short area quickness. What does that even mean?
All right, it's back to me with the 12th overall pick. And I'm going to stick with the big, well-known companies here. Who knows when the metaverse is going to mean anything, but I'm going with Facebook/Meta.
Really thought you meant Disney with that.
I didn't.
What do you mean?
Like the different Marvel universes, etc.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
The metaverse.
Metaverse. We're all going to be hanging out virtually someday.
Wah, wah.
I mean, the people that are listening to this podcast kind of already feel that with us, right?
In a way. All right, James, back to you with pick number 13.
Well, Meta really has all the measurables. You put them in a phone booth and you're good to go. These are real Mel Kiper quotes. I don't make them up. I just read them.
Oh, man, you're selling it. Okay, so for my third pick in the third round, I am going to go... I wanted to go with Coinbase for my Bitcoin related, going a little thematic here, but since Mr. Smith took that... Oh, we probably don't do last names, huh? Since Andy did that...
Don't worry. The fact that his last name is Smith is a well-known fact.
Oh, yeah, it's
In
the...
fact, we had a category
Yeah.
called Smiths.
The
Sure
Smithery?
did. That's right. I'm going to go with Hut 8 Mining. Cryptocurrency mining company.
Interesting.
Yeah, this could go down 100% or go. This is a flyer to try to get in there, so we'll see.
Well, no offense to Hut, but I hope it does go down 100% for my own sake.
For your own charity's sake.
That's right.
So Hut's a Canadian company. They're very coachable. They don't have much tread on the tires. So they're looking for upside with this pick.
Canadian equals coachable.
All right, bringing it back to KD.
All right, staying with companies I've heard of. My next pick will be AutoNation. That's ticker symbols AN. My thought here, pretty much, the used car market is awesome, and new car stock is actually coming. So I'm hoping in quarter one specifically there'll be a nice blend of new car sales and crazy hot used car market.
I appreciate the research you put into this.
Yeah.
KD.
Thanks.
Definitely varying levels from host to host.
Yeah, AutoNation, their new CEO, Michael Manley, he's got great hands and great up-the-field speed.
All right, 15th pick overall, and then followed up by 16th. Kevin, what you got?
Yeah, I got back-to-back here.
Going with Big Fuse this time?
No, I'm going with Uber.
Why is that?
Is Big Fuse a thing?
Somewhere, I'm sure it
Uber,
is.
I think, means big somewhere.
Oh, is that a German word? That's an English word?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think they have things going on in their company.
Yeah, Uber caused some concerns on some draft boards. They're down 20% in the past year, but this is a company with a high motor.
Nice.
And next, with the 16th, with the 16th pick, I'm going to go with DXC Technology.
DXC. Is that...
Don't ask me a question.
I'm sure Matt will fill us in.
DXL is my favorite store to shop at, so I felt like DXC would be a good one to go for.
Yeah, DXC is an American multinational information technology services and consulting company headquartered in Ashburn, Virginia. But they were not on my draft board because there are some serious intangibles questions.
Yeah, I didn't know about them because they're from Ashburn.
Ashburn,
Yeah,
Virginia.
I don't know any companies from there, unfortunately.
All right,
Now I
KD, back to you.
All right, back to me. I will be going with, and again, sticking with companies I've heard of. FedEx will be my fourth pick. On this one, I'm hoping for particularly good quarter four results announced in quarter one, which will give me a bump and have that not go away by the end of quarter one.
So maybe they will deliver you some returns?
Possibly. They've also got a 1.09% dividend.
Yeah, do dividends factor into this? Did we discuss that?
Yes, so it'll play into it.
How?
It'll be part of the return.
Okay.
Yep. Was that something you considered when you were building your list?
Actually, yes.
Nice. Good.
FedEx is a real road grader. Had some issues in the past year, but over the past 5 years, up 38%.
All right, that brings it back to, looks like James.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going with PBR, and it's not Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Darn it.
Although that's a great choice if you have like 13 cents and you need a a beverage. You can get a PBR. No, this is Petróleo Brasileiro. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's an ADR. It's in the energy space. I think energy is a sector of the market that is poised to really possibly run pretty hot first quarter. So this one has got a lot of risk in it, but we'll see if it can help get some gains. This is another one like Hut, which is a bit of a flyer pick for me.
All right, thank you, James. That'll bring it back to me for my fourth pick. And sticking with KD's theme of companies I've heard of, I'm going to go with one that has historically been a pretty decent pick over the past couple of years, but in the near past has not done so hot. Hoping that it can take a shoot up. I'm going to go with PayPal.
So that's a good pick. I like it.
Thank you.
That has a lot of stuff in there. I mean, they've got access to e-commerce. You've got access to even some cryptocurrencies. You got a lot of themes in there. I like it. Wrapped into one pick. I feel like that was value at round 4.
Thank you.
Definitely value.
Oh, it's absolutely a value. They've got great short area quickness, even though they've been down 18% in the past year.
That just means they're volatile.
Only way but up. If you loved it 18% ago, you really love it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, can I like sell these at a certain time and be like, no, they're up 23%. I'm done. I'm out. I sell.
No tactical trading going on, which goes against everything I believe in.
All right, Andy, give us 2 picks.
Okay, first pick is going to be Visa.
That was on my board.
Not anymore.
No, it is not. Big
And-
Visa fan, Andy?
I'm a big Visa fan, yeah, for everything.
Visa is one that a lot of teams were sniffing around for. Teams even tried to trade up into the third round to get Visa.
It's pretty good value here. The next one for my fifth pick will be Texas Instruments.
Nice.
Big calculator fan?
Love the calculators.
Did you ever have the TI-89?
Oh, yeah.
No.
The Plus.
That
Or
was-
the TI-83 Plus.
I had the 83 and the 84, but the kids with the 89, I always envied them.
Those weren't made back in our day.
No, they were.
The 89?
Uh-huh.
What?
I had the 86.
Is that the
Whoa.
homeschool version? They didn't give it to us at public
The
school.
89 was the colorful version. I had like the...
It's essentially the Game Boy Color of calculators.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas Instruments has great numbers. They're up 17% in the past year.
What you got, Mike?
All right, bringing back to me for the 5th pick. This is my penultimate pick. Let's go with kind of a sector I haven't touched on yet. I'm not sure that anyone has touched on this sector yet, but I'm going to go with Steel Dynamics
Why?
because no one's touched on that sector yet.
All right.
Because you told me to, James.
No, I did not.
James is using this to prove how much better he is at this than the
I know.
random public.
I know.
Well, this could go very bad. I have a high chance of losing this thing, and then it's going to be rubbed in my face,
Yes,
But it's okay.
it will.
especially if it's you. if
That's
you
right.
do. Oh man. All right, so it's to me now.
It is.
Okay, so honestly, man, I got 2 that I did not think I would get. Let's go ahead and go with. I'm going to go with Snowflake. Cloud technology, internet service provider sector, and they've been really good and really bad. I'm hoping they'll be really good. How's that for analysis?
That's prime analysis.
I too feel that way about my picks.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for that advice.
Definitely some concerns about Snowflake's durability.
Tends to melt away.
I'm looking for solid returns.
There you go. Just keep it cold. Keep it frosty.
That's right.
All right, down to KD with pick number 24.
Alrighty. My next pick will be, if I can get there, companies I've heard of. We're going to go with Delta Airlines. Similar to FedEx, really kind of hoping on Q4 reporting coming out in quarter one. And they've managed to stay out of the news, which is pretty good for an airline these days. And also, anybody who has ever flown Delta knows they're the best.
Is that because of their legroom?
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, there's that.
There's just a general friendly attitude from the employees as well. They do a good job.
Even though they're dressed in purple.
What terminal is it, though, here?
3.
I feel like every time I go there, it's kind of a pain to get there for Delta.
No, it's the nice one.
It is?
Yeah.
I don't fly much, I guess.
Ask Kevin where the hub is.
Delta's a real high flyer that plays well in space.
Well done, Matt Kuiper Jr. That was fantastic.
Katie, can you give us the airport codes of everywhere that Delta flies to?
I'd be way too close to getting all of them.
Moving on.
Something we don't have time for on this podcast.
Reasons why we can't have a Four Wives podcast.
All right, that brings it down to Kevin for picks 25 and 26.
Yeah, even at this moment, I don't know what I'm about to do. I have a list in front of me, and it's not numbered per se.
Just follow your heart.
My heart says Upwork, so I'm going with Upwork.
What does Upwork do?
Upwork is a gig economy app for various professionals to provide their services to people who need them.
Oh, cool. It's like Fiverr.
Yeah, but more
Software-y,
different.
More techy.
More different.
More different. You saved your deepest analysis for your fifth pick.
You asked me what it was.
We asked you what a few other ones were, too.
Upworth is a true north-south stock. They have great acceleration getting to the second level.
I have to make one more pick.
You get to.
Yeah,
Final
I
one.
get
This one
to.
brings it home.
All right, I'm going with a company that I have no idea how to even pronounce it, but I saw it in 2 different lists that I looked at. So I felt like, hey, groupthink. Lyondell Basel? Is that a thing?
It was on my list.
Lyondell.
Are you both using Bing as your search
BASELL?
engine?
Duck, duck, go.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to write that one down. I don't know. L. It started with an L.
Lyon.
I've picked 2 things he's never heard of.
Basell.
Okay. All right.
This is a real reach, but Lyondell Basel is a physical specimen with good gap integrity.
Whatever that means.
They're up 8% over the past 5 years, but it's a real freak of nature.
And by gap integrity, he means GAAP for all you accounting nerds out there. Someone will get that.
All right, KD, last pick for you.
All right, for my last pick, I am going with Hertz Global, HTZ. I honestly don't even like the company. Never rented a car from there. But similarly to some of the other ones, hopefully good quarter 4 results come in first quarter. Similar to AutoNation, the used car market's still really hot, and because there are new cars available, Hertz is actually going to be selling their used cars, making profits off of that, and while maintaining their fleet size. So
I thought they went bankrupt.
they did, and now they're back.
Wow.
You always want to buy a company after the first time they go bankrupt.
Ah.
Yeah.
James rules for life.
That's right. Wait for the first bankruptcy.
This is quarter 1, and I mean, like, yes, I know some people in the rental car industry, and they're getting awesome prices for their used cars. So it'll be the same for Hertz too.
But you didn't choose Lithia Motors, huh?
No.
Okay.
Or any type of EV car play at all. So definitely seeing a transportation theme in your picks. You got FedEx, you got AutoNation, you got Delta, you got Hertz.
Things that burn petroleum seem to sell for a lot.
There you go. And the price of which never goes down.
Exactly.
This stock has had some serious injury issues, but it's really a foxhole stock. It's an in the trenches stock. It can be gap sound.
All right, James, what's your last pick?
That's a pretty heavy injury history.
They're down 3% just today, so some late breaking news definitely hurting the draft stock there.
Or helping?
True. A 3% decrease in December could be big for a Q1 increase.
That's true. That's true. Our I guess we should say, I mean, the price at which we're going to start this is the ending price for the year. So wherever it ends on Friday, that's your starting price. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't change any picks now. We're in the 6th round. Okay. For my 6th pick, I've got tech, energy, and tech. Ooh. I don't really like that, the way that ended up. But, so I think I'm going to go boring. I'm going to pick a solid, slow grower, high dividend one to just kind of help round out the risk here. So I'm going with Mickey D's.
Sweet. I was waffling between Mickey D's and Starbucks.
Really? What possibly is better about Starbucks than Mickey D's? I mean, even their
Certainly not their
coffee.
breakfast sandwiches.
And McDonald's coffee is even better than Starbucks.
Probably the bathrooms.
That's not true. The bathrooms are better, but honestly, it really just came down to I'm gonna spend more money at Starbucks. So at least they got that going for them.
Yeah. Okay.
I will now spend more money at McDonald's because you said that.
But you weren't gonna go to Starbucks anyway. You're just gonna try to make James win instead of me.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is a real height, weight, speed stock. It's all it does is make plays. It's up 26% over the past year.
Yeah, baby.
All right, with my last pick, I've got 3 companies in my portfolio that I'm pretty at least familiar with what they do, 2 that I'm not so much. So I'm going to add one more of those. And this is going to be Upstart. Upstart is an AI lending platform that partners with banks and credit unions to provide consumer loans using non-traditional variables such as education and employment to predict creditworthiness.
Yeah, Upstart Holdings, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, you better get it right.
It was on my list.
Oh, okay.
Again, the same Bing search yielded. I like it.
Upstart really sets a violent edge and converts speed to power in a unique way, up 280% over the past year. I love this pick. Great value late in the draft.
All right, and with the final pick, some could call him Mr. Irrelevant. Andy.
But we don't say that about Andy.
No.
It's irrelevant.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I would
pick,
never
not the
call
guy. Come
Andy
on.
Mr. Irrelevant.
That's really mean.
Andy, what's your pick?
So I had a lot still left on my board here that I thought would be gone. I had such things as Tesla, Lucid Motors, Xpeng, but I've already got Rivian there. So I'm kind of left with 2 here, both tech stocks. I'm going to go for AAOI, which is Applied Optoelectronics. They make 5G equipment, so I think that's poised for a big boost in 2022.
Wow, that rounds it out.
Yeah.
There's the 30 picks.
So, what do you guys think about what you got?
I'm real happy.
I would be happy with yours too. So grading these here, so Andy, your basket's great. I think it's good, but I think the dark horse might be Kevin, because
You know nothing about like 2 or 3 of the stocks that I
exactly.
chose.
I think that's why it's a dark horse.
It's just dark. We don't know anything about it.
I have no idea what's going to happen there. Andy's is really good. Mike, you've got a couple in there I'm not sure about. Mine is very tech heavy. So if tech goes down, me and Andy are done. Katie,
Yeah.
you're pretty balanced. I feel like did you try to get different sectors in there besides the transportation?
I mean, not really. Like I went with I did this for the guest room as well. I didn't research. I just went off what was in my head. I checked the stock prices, but I just thought of like 7 that I was like, maybe that.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's why all these were things I've heard of.
I like it. Was there anything that somebody couldn't get because someone took it off the board?
NVIDIA.
Visa, Nvidia,
Visa.
Amazon, Upstart.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't get Amazon when your
Actually, I had a chance to
your
go
first 2 picks. That was
Which one?
Amazon. with your first two picks.
Yeah,
I
just-
thought it was going there.
I mean, but Apple and Disney were still there at the end too.
Yeah,
so,
you've got Apple, you've got Disney, Netflix, Tesla,
AMD.
Bank of
Alphabet.
America.
It's true.
Yeah, some really heavy hitters still left on
That
the
all
board.
can be picked next quarter
Yeah, those will be free agent signings.
because I think we're not going to let you keep maybe more than one stock on your list.
And that'll be the draft pick for that round? Sweet.
Yeah, have a keeper. We'll see.
I like that.
Man. Okay. Well, we'll see who gets the money. Thank you so much, Matt Kuiper Jr.
Just so you know, my Q2 2022 draft boards are already up. You have to be an ESPN Plus subscriber, though, to have access to those.
Man, well, thank you guys so much. This was fun. I know it was a little bit out of your element. I appreciate you doing that, taking the time to have a little bit of fun with us, see if we can earn some money for charity, or I guess it's not really earn.
Go CHF.
Yeah.
Win.
There you go. Win. That's what I'm looking for.
We're
Win
winning some money,
for
CHF.
charity. So no matter who loses, nobody really loses. That made no sense.
Welcome to the guest room, James. This is what we do here. Well, thank you everyone for listening, for your participation, for enduring whatever this strange collaboration was between It's Just Money and the Guest Room podcasts. We appreciate you guys for listening and for spreading the news. If you didn't know about one of these podcasts, well, now you do. You can subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you listen to podcasts.